What is going on, everybody? AeroHD here, and today we have Ask Aero. I apologize if I sound a little bit monotone. I woke up this morning and I felt like shit, but it is Sunday. The video is due to be out Monday. I'm not doing this tomorrow, just in case this gets worse. And I challenged myself to do 5 videos a week for at least a month because I'm a slacker and I'm gonna stop rambling. We got a fair amount of questions this week. I want to thank you to everyone who sent them in. Again, I'm not naming names just in case you want this to be anonymous. And let's get right into it. Hey, coming from playing GT5 for the last year and being an okay drifter, I've recently started drifting on Forza 4, but finding myself trying to overcorrect myself. Can you give me any tips? Honestly, if you're going from GT5 to Forza 4, I put it on sim steering, because to me it feels about the same. I'm not sure if you're on a wheel for both consoles or on a controller for both consoles, whatever. If you post in the comments this video, I will help you out, but to me, sim steering on Forza feels a lot like just the regular steering on GT5. So do that, and you maybe, because maybe you're just used to like flicking it really fast to try to catch it, because the weight shifts a lot faster in GT5. So try that and see if it works for you. And if it doesn't, then just shoot me another PM and I'll see what I can do. But to me, that sounds like what the problem is. Can you make some tunes from automatic drifters, and can you get a game like NASCAR or some sports game like NCAA, preferably NASCAR, the game 2011? Yeah, I know it sucks, NCAA football 11, so me and you can play. I just want to say thank you for your question or your comment or whatever. Automatic drift tunes, no. Mostly because you shouldn't be drifting in automatic to begin with. I know some people can do it and it's possible, but it really is better if you should do at least a manual clutch preferably, but you don't need to. If you're in manual though, you should be alright. Just shift, as long as you learn how to, it makes the game more immersive for me to be in manual, and usually you can tune your gears to the point of where you only need to use one gear anyway, so you don't really have to worry about it. And I had NASCAR 2011, and I made a couple videos on it with my Dazzle. Honestly, the game was fucking horrible. The physics were great, but the game's mechanics, like the menus and the online play, was just, I couldn't play it. And I'm not a huge football fan. The only kind of sports game I think I would probably buy is NHL, but it's moved to a point now where, if you're not good at it already, it won't enjoy it. I tried playing my friend in NHL 12, and I got my fucking ass bent. So I think I'm just gonna stick to car games, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know if I decide that I'm a football fan. Could you do a drift tune and run on GT5? And also, if you had $10,000, what kind of car truck would you buy? Thanks. Thank you for your question. My answer to that is no, mostly because, and I won't lie, I can't drift on GT5. I can, but I'm not I consider myself a beginner. I'm not good enough to start tuning, and I just basically copy over from what I know from Forza. It kind of works, but not really. So no, and I might do it, but I'm not gonna do it for YouTube, because I assume you guys come to me for advice and stuff. But honestly, I'm not good enough at that game yet to be telling people what to do. And if I had $10,000, what kind of car would I buy? Probably an R32 Skyline GTST. I've made myself little dream car brackets, a realistic dream car, and if I won the lottery, if I won $1 million, 10 grand, I'd probably buy a Skyline, because I think you can buy them here, and run them, and it'd be legal. And I wouldn't even drift it or anything. I would just have it as a show car and a nice car to drive around in, because would never, if I had a Skyline and a car like that, I wouldn't want to abuse it all the time. So thanks for sending in a question, sir. I have a riddle for you. Oh, this is gonna be fucking good. I'm an idiot, so this will sadly be too easy because this is typed out and not said. Well, awesome, because I'm an idiot. A man named Daniel Martin and his wife, name not relevant, decided Daniel would name the girls, and his wife would name the boys. They had 3 boys, Sean, Timothy, and Roger. They had a girl who Daniel named Aston. What is unique about her name? And if you've seen James Bond movies, what is unique about all the men in the family? I think all the men in the family... Oh, I did read this before, I know this. All the men in the family have the first names of the actors of James Bond. The girl's name is Aston Martin, which is the car. And Aston Martin DB5 is a car that James Bond uses, so they're all related to the James Bond movies. It took me a while to figure that out the first time. I'm just kind of glad I read through first. So thank you for that. That spun my wheels a little bit. This is from my teammate, actually. I'm not usually wouldn't disclose people's names, but this is from my teammate Manila Face. So thanks for sending it in, Manila Face. And what are you looking forward to in Forza Horizon? For sure, the open world aspect. There hasn't really been a good open world game that isn't like a Grand Theft Auto style shoot 'em up. People will argue that Test Drive Unlimited was good, and it was okay. But after you beat the game, for me, there wasn't lots of replay value, though I didn't have like any of the DLC, which probably would have something to do with it. If you're like sucking in the background, I'm having the halls. Just like I said, I want to get this done before I get even more sick. What are you looking for? Yeah. Oh fuck, I'm so stupid, honestly. So yeah, I'm looking for the open world aspect. I read somewhere that the physics are going to be the same as Forza 4, which honestly I didn't expect, but I'm excited for, and I'm looking forward to see what they change from their Forza Motorsport series, like what they're going to do different. Is it going to be like less cars, more damage? I don't know. I'm just looking forward. I'm obviously looking forward for the open world aspect, but I'm looking to see what they changed to make it more arcadey, because they've already released that it's going to be like a less serious game, and just overall what they did. So I'm just interested. And before last week I said, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it, but I don't know. The more and more I hear about it, the more happy and satisfied I am getting. Thanks, Manila Face. What mods does your car What mod does your car have? What is the fastest you've gone while driving? Fastest you've gone in the passenger seat? This isn't a question, but you drove that 300 SL hard. Yeah, man, GT5 is really hard to get golds in, so I had to try my best. That's why I was like cutting the track and shit. Usually I don't do that, but I want to get gold. What mods does your car have? Currently it doesn't have anything, and I'm not sure if I am going to mod it. I may just put wheels and maybe a lip kit on it, mostly just because it's an Accord. You know, it's not a race car. It's not like a car that was made to be super fast, even though it is it's got some nuts. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna spend, you know, like $1,000 in the engine. I may put like a cold air intake or something, and that's it. Maybe some exhaust, catback exhaust, just because it's all like rusted, and I just want to see it all chrome and look nice. What's the fastest you've gone while driving? My parents are upstairs, so I don't really want to disclose that, but 180 kilometers an hour, I think, which is just a little bit over 100 miles an hour. Yeah, I don't know, that sounds about right. And the fastest I've been in the driver's seat is probably about passenger seat was probably about 200, is just over 200, I think, in my friend's V6 Camaro. I don't know, it was near 200 at least. It was a good time, but I don't know, I don't really like doing that kind of stuff on public roads just because it's sketchy. You know, you could get pulled over, you could hurt somebody, and I'm a huge guy that's like keep it on the track. So okie dokie. Hi, I'm wondering what you record with. Capture card. If you are recording with a capture card, how do you record your voice? Thank you for your time, and I hope you answer. I kind of get this question a lot, and I'm surprised just because it's so well known, but I will answer it. I record using a Hop Hog HD PVR. I use the 1219 model, though the only difference between the 1212 and the 1219 is just the 1219 comes with a French manual and is sold in the stores. You got to pay a little bit more, but like you can walk out of the store with it in your hands. You don't have to ship it. If you want to return it, you don't have to ship it back to wherever you bought it from. So I just bought it like that because of the convenience. Like before, I thought my HD PVR was broken. I just walked in and they gave me a new one, no questions asked. I record my voice using a program called Audacity. I just plugged it into my computer. I plug my headset. I have a Turtle Beach X31s, and I have a little adapter that I can use so I can record the audio. I'm going to get a Blue Snowball eventually, but in the next month, I think. But anyway, plug that into my audio in, open up the program, set it to record while I watch the gameplay or play the game, depending on whether it's a live comm or not, and then I splice the two together in Sony Vegas. So I hope that answered your question, and if you're planning on becoming a YouTuber and that's why you asked me that question, good luck to you, sir. Oh, I thought I said I had 2 questions. Hey Aero, you said in the last... Okay, I can't really... Give me a second. You said in the last Ask Aero that you like PS2 arcade racing games. Which ones are your favorite? Cheers. Well, cheers to you for sending me the question. And obviously Need for Speed, as you guys can plainly tell. And yes, I'll be continuing that. I have 5 parts rendered right now. So you'll be getting at least those 5 parts. I'll see if the the views drop off by the 5th part, but I don't remember that happening. Probably like Crash Team. No, that was PS1. But like Need for Speeds, the whole Need for Speed series. Hot Pursuit 2, I think, was my favorite game in the series. Tokyo Extreme Racer, and all the subsequent sequels. Oh god. I was gonna say Most Wanted, but I didn't like Most Wanted that much, to be honest. And everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, it was the best game in the series." To me, it was like, it was good. I liked the free roam. I didn't like it. You couldn't go at arcade free roam, like make your own cars in arcade mode, like you couldn't Need for Speed Underground 2, and then just free roam with them. You had to like own them and use your real money to like tune them up. I didn't like that. I didn't like how they focused so much on bounty. Like I think I stopped playing at the number 2, where I beat all the races in about an hour, and then it took me 3 or 4 hours of just trying police chases over and over and over and over, because I'll get all the bounty, and then like by the time you get all the bounty, your heat is so high that you can't get rid of the cops, and then you get like fucking blocked into a corner, and oh, it just pissed me off so bad. But like, I don't know, it was my favorite. So the Need for Speed series up to Underground 2, which is Hot Pursuit 2, Underground, and Underground 2. Hot Pursuit 2 would be my favorite. The Tokyo Extreme Racer series, and that's all I can think of right now. So I hope I answered your question. This one says, when you were talking about Forza Horizon, you said you wanted to be like Test Drive Underground 2. So you kind of like Test Drive Underground 2, right? My question is, do you like Test Drive Underground 2, and why? I do like it. It's not like... I like it because of its concept. You know that you can like, it's like an MMORPG. Like you buy your cars. You have to drive to the dealers. Even though you can kind of warp, but you can buy your houses. I kind of like all that. I don't like the physics. Yeah, I'd like them to be a bit more real, but like I'm not really complaining that much. I don't like the police at all, because whenever you get into police chase, everything's just super OP. And I remember there's some sort of achievement I was trying to get, and I couldn't do it. I don't know if that's just because I suck dick, which is probably mostly it. I don't like the replay value. Like, once you beat the game, there's nothing to do for me. But the game itself as a concept is really, really well done. And I just like that it's open world. And it's an open world car game that you can, like, it's almost like an RPG. Which is like some of my 2 favorite game types put together. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for sending questions in. And again, to send a question in, you have to send it in via YouTube PM. I'm not going to be taking them from the comments. I'm not going to be taking them from Facebook, not from Twitter. So only through Facebook PMs. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I didn't sound too shitty, but 5 videos a week. So thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. It's where I'll announce open lobbies or look for people to play with, answer questions, and update you on the latest happenings of Aero.